Hey, come along as we take a tour of the farm on one of the coldest days we've ever had here in Western Washington. It's down in the low, a little above 10 degrees up here overnight, and it's probably in the low 20s right now. So pretty chilly, and we'll go take a look at how everything fared. All right, so here's the aftermath of the snowfall coming into the property here for the first time since it snowed. Looks like all the tents and things are up. Just got to cruise around the fence here a little bit. Let's check this out. All right. So you can see the high tunnels held up well. We actually bought these with the extra rails for snow load, even though we don't get a lot of snow here. Every now and then we get a bid. Just wanted to be on the safe side. It's not a whole lot of extra money to get that. And then this little white tent over here was the one I was probably the most worried about because it, I don't know how exactly structural those are. It's looking pretty good. Old Billie Jean, a farm truck. She's hanging in there. Wow, it's beautiful up here today. Check this out. What a paradise. Hell yeah. Hey, good girl. Sunchoke bed here. All right. Everything's looking like it's in pretty good shape, which is good news. So these cedar trees we'll be digging up, put out across the property. We've got 179 cedars and one Doug fir there in that row. So that'll go a long way towards getting more cedar back on this property. You'll see these big stumps here. These were cedar stumps when the property was originally logged. Probably have 100 of them here on the property. There's another one over here. Our little pump tent over here is still standing as well, so that's good. And then as we head down this way, this will all be high tunnels right up here. So we have the first one in from last year, and this is where a lot of the edible flowers will be grown. Looks like everything's holding up pretty well in here. These are some cut back violas. Let me adjust the exposure here a little bit. Cut back violas, and some nasturtiums are actually still alive, which is pretty wild. I've actually found nasturtiums to be pretty hardy, and calendula, of course, is a hardy flower. These will tend to bloom all winter long. The flowers that are open will probably end up getting kind of ruined, but the new buds will probably come out through the year. And then here we have some sweet Asilium, which is actually still hanging in there. And then snapdragons, which look like they've been hit pretty hard with the frost. We'll see what happens when they thaw out. They're actually like crunchy right now, like the leaves are frozen solid. So I'm not exactly sure how they'll do, how much they'll recover from that. I know they'll come back from their bases even if they do get damaged. And then this is our sort of middle field. So this one will be 5 more tunnels like the one we just walked through. Those will go in next year. And this is where we'll be growing many of the products for the farm. This field, can't really see it right now, is just covered in straw and grass at the moment. And then now here you get a little view down to our lower field. So my main mic went down out of battery, so I'm switching over to the phone. So we'll see how the audio is for that compared. So sorry if it's not very good. So this here is our other lower field. Not sure what we're going to do with this year. This is going to be probably some food crops for us this year while we get it sort of turned around. The soil wasn't very good So I tried planting some cover crops last spring, and then the spring was so dry. A lot of it didn't really take off very well. So we'll have some work to do on this year. The other option is we might just cover crop this out and let it have a good year of cover crop, and turn that soil around a bit before we try to grow a garden in there. Now we're coming up to the tent. So we just put this wall tent in this year. This will be a place that people will either be able to come stay, or maybe we'll stay up here when we want to just stay up at the farm, or be able to do little farm dinners and use this as a structure. Either have dinner inside or stage the food if the dinner's outside. You can see here, beautiful little tent. These are built by Rainier Outdoor, and then we put that up this spring. It still needs the deck to be finished, stairs finished, some flooring in, window trim, some things like that, but it's in pretty good shape. Held up well to the snow, as you can see. How is it in there?
Not bad.
Nice. And then we loop back up above. So this area up here, I want to do an orchard. We'll probably plant that out next year, which will give me a little more time to get the area prepared. So this tent will be surrounded by beautiful blooming orchard trees in the spring. Come on, Elliot. Pretty chilly. Not too bad. Got down to, I think, about 10 degrees last night. Let's go take a look at the tunnel and check that out. All right, that was interesting. The zipper was frozen, so I'm a bit difficult to get open, but oh wow. Oh yeah, it's definitely more warm in here. I mean, it's still chilly, but you can definitely feel pretty significant warmth increase, and the soil's not frozen, so it's got to be above 32 degrees in here, so that's great. And you can see from the last video where I showed putting things under, we've got some lemon verbena kind of poking out here. Leaves aren't frozen, looking good. So looks like this will probably work. Looks like even the plants that weren't under cover, these are pretty frost hardy ones down here, but no frozen leaves. So looks like that's promising for having the zone 9 stuff make it through. This is definitely the place to hang out on the farm if you don't want to be cold. It's actually compared to outside, almost kind of balmy in here. All right, let's get back outside. All right, so that's a quick little tour around the farm. Snowy day, beautiful up here. Looks like we saved the plants like we wanted to do. Nothing has collapsed under snow, so we're gonna go spend a little time. We just use like a push broom, push out from the inside of the tunnels, knock down that snow just so it's not just sitting up there waiting them down. And I don't think we're gonna get any more snow to pile onto this, but just in case more comes down, create some pressure. So that's all pretty self-explanatory. Probably won't bother putting that in the video, but maybe I'll show a little bit of what that looks like after we're done. All right, so as you can see behind me here, we got the bulk of the snow off. There's still a little bit up there on top, which shouldn't be a big issue. That's strongest part of the tunnel. For this tunnel here, we this one there we go, that one, we just did it on one side. You can see here we left it on the other, and that's so that that's when we want to keep more warm. That'll let the sun in on that side, warm it up, and this snow will act as an insulation, so that'll actually help out a lot in keeping that tunnel warm, so at least above that sort of 32 degree range. So it's not unlike making a snow shelter or something. Also, we've kept the snow, down along the bottom, which is insulating that bottom edge keep any sort of wind or anything from blowing in there. So I think that's probably it for the day. We're gonna go get warmed up. I'd left my gloves in the truck when we got all that snow down, so my fingertips are really cold. So go get warmed up. Anyway, please subscribe, like, leave a comment, ring the bell for alerts or notifications, and we hope to see you next time. Really appreciate it. Thanks for coming by.